No, you did not say that. We are now live. You did
not now.
Yeah. Remember, never
don't you even say it
to a mic. You never know when it's an open mic. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Thank you again. Filling in for Jimmy, who is still gone. He'll be back Monday. Safe travels to him. We miss him. But thank you again, Rich, for filling in.
Absolutely.
Good to have you here. Well, as
good to be here.
As we expected after our Monday show, nothing really has happened since then.
Nothing's happened. We have no show. We're just going to talk about what we did.
Yeah.
Now and then.
Personally, what we did. Yeah, we're going to go over this whole Epstein debacle and what it means and our opinions and some opinions of, other journalists and things out there. We have a lot to say about it, for sure.
And also, are you, the audience, are you upset?
Yeah.
Let us know. What do you,
Are you upset at the Trump administration, at Trump himself, at Bongino and Patel? Are you upset at Bondi? The whole situation? To me, it's a combination of errors that happened, or
are you just like, you knew this was going to happen?
Well, I can't say that I expected to see a lot of it.
I don't,
but that's not the problem I have with it. So, and it's not the reason I voted for Trump. We'll get into that, but we're going to talk a lot lot about today. If we have time, we have some legislation or some legislation going through to ban Chinese from buying farmland, China from buying farmland, which I can't even believe is a thing.
Yeah.
You get to keep your shoes on at the TSA now, even though there's Iranian nationals running around our country still. I don't know if I agree with any of that. Of course, I didn't like the fact that our liberties were taken away when we had to remove your belt and your shoes and all that. But anyways, so that's a catch-22 for me. So we'll get into some of that. But two very important things besides all that Epstein garbage, the minor news.
Yeah, and what do we got on our top 5 today?
We have top 5 songs you hope to never hear again. I mean, I don't know if they're worst songs or just songs you personally would be fine never ever hearing again.
In this genre, this could go so deep. I mean, you could just do maybe not songs, but artists, maybe bands.
Bands in general. I agree with that. Top 5 bands. That's probably a good one too. So that plus a little bit of a reveal on the whole GritGear Apparel and 2G1C collaboration. Rich has got some good things to show us. Very excited.
Got a couple of things.
Yeah, absolutely excited. So that, and as always, so much more. And of course, your participation is obviously welcomed, and we appreciate it. On what is this show called?
Oh, well, good morning, Patriots. We're live from FuryCast Network. We are 2 guys.
We are.
And 1 coup. Roll the intro.
Roll it.
You've just tuned in to Truth Uncaged. 2 guys, 1 coup. Only on the FuryCast Network. Violins wail like a battle cry. Steel-tuned riffs set the sky on fire. No script, no leash, no fake parade. We bring the storm you're too scared to name. 2G1C, thunder with strange. FuryCast Network, let freedom ring. 2 guys, 1 coup, forged to defy. Slicing through silence with metal that flies. March to the rhythm of violence and rage. Truth lock loaded, we've broken the cage. No puppets here, just blood and voice. This is the people's battle choice. 2G1C, roar and bold.
Oh boy,
Not in a bad mood anymore.
I think I lost a few pounds playing air guitar on that one.
I think you did. Some little Easter eggs hidden in there. You know, some of the people maybe.
Oh my God!
You haven't. You know,
my wife in there.
Mhm.
I have another attraction for her now, man. I tell you,
see?
and a little AI. What do you think?
The
Hey, and
technology is
I gotta make mention here, guys. For those who watching, take a look at Dale. What do you notice different about Dale today? Oh, he's not wearing a sweatshirt. He lost 10 pounds over the weekend.
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Oh my goodness.
One I've had for probably a year now, right? I mean, at least or something.
Look over my left shoulder there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
We have an ammo can there with that
I
same
do like that. Yeah.
and we offer like you get 50 pods of coffee in those.
Oh, you do offer that on there.
Yeah.
That's right. The ammo can. I did see that.
Ammo can.
Ammo can.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a
That's just one of the ones that we make here at Lock and Load and GritGear Apparel.
Yep. And so this is obviously made by GritGear Apparel, but this and it combines both Lock and Load and GritGear with the drink coffee, shoot guns.
Right. So Dale, how's it make you feel to know that at one time I was touching that shirt that you that I actually had my hands inside that, putting it on come on. It's a scary thought, isn't it?
Kind of. It's creepy now.
I'm never wearing that shirt again.
Dale, what does the shirt say? It says here.
Drink
coffee, shoot guns.
And same thing with the ammo can behind me. It says.
And I'll tell you, I wore this. I don't know where I was going. I was out and about. I was shopping with family and all that. And I can't tell you how many people were like, "I love that shirt." So and I'm like,
I hear that a lot.
Where to get it? You know,
I hear it a lot. You know, and I got guns and where am I at here? Guns and
grinds. Yep.
Yeah. It's funny because Sharon will get a lot of compliments on shirts she wears.
Yes.
I go out. Nobody.
Nothing.
I get nothing because I'm not 6 foot tall. I'm only 5'10". So, 5'10" and a half. You know, we were talking about earlier that just because I didn't reach that 6 foot level, I lost a lot of things in life.
Yeah, you missed out on.
And if you would have been 6 foot.
Yeah, almost. Again, you were almost there. Just everything in life with me. I'm
story of my life, Dale. Almost there. I almost have a podcast. I just fill in.
Yeah. You almost
see?
Almost have. See,
you are.
I'm just a fill in.
That's my life.
You are though. You're the best designer and screen printer and the most patriotic gear out there. And I mean that honestly. It says Tarna LOL, great combo. I know. Drink coffee, shoot guns. It's amazing. Yeah. It's a great saying. I don't
even know how that came about. It was just.
I was going to ask you, how did that?
It's funny because
just a really good one.
Sharon and I were talking one afternoon. I said, all I want to do is just drink coffee and shoot guns. That's all I want to do. I just want to be done with everything else. And she goes, "There's a shirt." I go, "Well, it has to be 2 sentences though. It can't be like a run on." So that's why I see the coffee. I mean, shoot coffee.
Shoot coffee, drink guns.
Coffee. Well, you could do that, I guess. We could put Starbucks out on a thing and shoot.
That's a good one. Shoot coffee.
Yeah,
I like.
Quit drinking Starbucks.
Don't even say the S word on this show. Garbage. Anywho, well, I guess we can get into this.
I mean, we could spend 2 hours on this show just talking about the Epstein list.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the infuriating video from yesterday.
Okay, let's get that one out of the way because we've all seen it and we all hate it at this point. But go ahead.
True. Look at this. Here's a Furycast mentions this Guns Up with Rich Gunn.
I like that name. Wow, Guns Up with
Rich Gunn.
I like that name.
What do you think? You got the time?
We got it.
Think about it.
I'll make it happen. You know, I've got 40 things going on at all times. So
yeah, well, what's 41? You know, at that point.
And Sharon's cleaning windows. We decided to do a couple people's windows because we sold that business. But
you did,
a couple of years ago, and
she's still doing it though.
No. You know, it's funny because a couple people have asked. He can't get anybody. The guy we sold it to won't return calls. You know how it is.
Boy,
and so Sharon. Excuse me. Sharon, she's like, all right, well, I'll do it. And then, someone hears that and it's a rippling effect. So now she's got like 6 windows to do.
Gosh.
And I'm going to be helping.
You never end.
You never sleep.
You never sleep. You never end.
No.
You're the President Trumps of the real people, awake all the time. Except,
yeah.
Go on. No, I was just say, except that, you do what you say. I say that in ahead of time, guys. I'm going to preface this by saying this.
What?
If you don't mind, Rich.
No.
I am fully 100% a Trump supporter and always will. I will be. This doesn't affect it. I will tell you this immediately. I did not vote for Trump 3 times. I'm sorry. I didn't vote for Trump 3 times.
2020.
Because he was going to release the Epstein list. That wasn't my dinner table concern. My concern was the economy, the border, security for our nation, building our military, support for our vets. Those were the tabletop discussions in my house, not the Epstein list.
And for the most part, Americans are about this. This is something that we wanted, but we want what's more important to us is the economy. Our paychecks.
Correct. The border security, getting rid of illegals, exactly.
Safety to American soldiers, everything.
Correct. Everything.
So that's the problem, Dale, is that he did run on it. He ran on it. He said he would release it. I think he
thought he could release it. I do believe this wholeheartedly. The problem I have with is not necessarily President Trump. I do a little bit in this news conference. I just don't think.
Yeah, that was kind of disturbing.
Well, let's just play it and we'll get this over with. Show on stage. Get this. Everybody's seen it. Still, it's worthy of playing because of the discussion and what happened. But here.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the United States?
Yeah, sure.
So before this goes on,
yes,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that question.
Okay, let me ask you, even in what's going on in Texas.
Understood that's priority. I agree with that.
But the American people can chew gum and walk at the same time.
Correct.
We can we can have the catastrophic, the horrific thing that was going on and know that's important.
Yes.
And the lives that were lost. But this is still a question that I think it's
because of the Axios report,
because
which
of what
to be true. Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is raw to everybody right now. It was still raw.
Correct.
So go ahead.
Yep. So this is the part that it's the interruption part.
Right.
Which Trump, I guess, needs to read the room or at least know his audience, right? I mean, this is something that's very, very important to his voters. Again, it wasn't top for mine, and I feel bad for the victims, and I want people perp blocked, and I want them arrested. It has nothing to do with any of that.
Right.
But at any rate, he could have just let Bondi flail, which he should have. But anyways, here it is.
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Now that part just still, I mean, yes, of course.
Yes. Now, do you know who the reporter is asking this?
I don't. I should have. I'm sorry.
Because maybe this guy, I mean, again, maybe this guy has only asked about Epstein.
He's probably a douche. He probably is.
Probably all he ever asks is, maybe all he ever asks is about the Epstein list.
And has rubbed Trump the wrong way, which I understand.
Right. So I don't know the other side of what
I don't either.
What Trump is dealing with, but go ahead.
Yeah.
This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy.
He's not wrong there either.
No.
Though.
But
I agree with that too. So
look at Rubio. I mean, I don't know if Rubio wants to even be in that situation.
I think
His
Rubio now is like, he's like, I don't want to be in between these two.
This is,
and I don't know what the feeling is between Rubio and Bondi or the rest of the room there.
Yeah.
Because I just don't trust she's going to do the job.
And let me ask you, they don't pan out, and I haven't seen a pan out of the.
I haven't either.
Is Vance in this room as well? Or
no, he's not. For some reason, I thought he was elsewhere.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
I could be wrong. Well, let's hear this. The Bondi answer is the one that really just pisses me off, and we'll tell you why. And we've got
plenty of videos. Yeah,
plenty of that. But and I think you all know why. But here,
with what happened in Texas, it just seems like a desecration. But you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention.
Have you? I mean, that's all you've been doing.
That's all she does.
That's all she does is interviews.
That's all Fox. She does.
So here,
because I said I was asked a question about the client list, and my response.
No. Her response is even worse. This what she says here.
Was it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file.
No, that's not what you said, woman.
That's not what she said. And if that was what she was implying back then, she's had 5 months to clarify.
Cover that up, right? And clarify.
She's had 5 months to clarify. I was referring to a file that I needed to go through. Wasn't sure if the client list was in there, but there's been specific questions. The client list.
Correct.
She said on my desk. Go ahead.
Yep. So finish.
Along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting.
I believe that.
I believe that too.
I believe that. Why wasn't he charged with child porn?
So we are to assume that this man was the only one watching these videos?
Of course. Yeah, right. That's it. No clients. Didn't
he
come
killed
from
himself
somewhere.
Because they found his videos.
They killed himself because there's no crime.
Right.
They
no
didn't
crime.
charge him with that.
His wife is in prison because there's
For what
crime.
reason? What reason is she in prison?
Right.
If there's no crime, there's no files. How can you hold her? And for what charge?
Yeah.
Hold
on. Jeffrey Epstein, child porn is what they were. Never going to be released. Never going to see the light of day.
Good.
Don't want to see it.
It's not what we're asking for, but I do want to know the names. And I do want to know who should I not vote for? But I mean, that's clearly a lot of things for me. But is anybody in this room on that list? I don't believe Trump. I 100% don't believe any of that crap that he's on.
Well, Dale, you got to remember that Biden for 4 years had all this information prior to what we have.
If Trump was on it.
If Trump was on it, they would have used that in his campaign. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's foolish to think he was.
Yeah, he knew the guy, but there's no indication that he spent any time on the island.
He's a New York billionaire. He knew everybody, Right. And it's been proven that he dismissed him and got rid of him after he found out some of the creepy things he was doing with young girls. Again, we'll go into some of that.
Yeah.
But here's the finish.
To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that.
Yeah, well, ask Mossad. He probably was an agent for them.
And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide.
Was it?
What was it? Did you see that video?
I didn't see any video of him actually hanging himself. Did you?
No, I didn't. No.
No.
Yeah. And you think a high profile criminal like himself
would have been guarded constantly. Why was the guards removed
or filmed?
Right.
Yeah. And like
why wasn't there a camera on his cell?
Correct. Everyone keeps showing that video of the cell. That's the we had talked about. That's entrance to the cell block.
46 is not his cell. People need to understand that's not his cell. That is the entrance to his cell block where he would stay. You'd go down the stairs, you walk in, what looks like a desk. It's not. It's a railing to stairs. It goes down around the back, and he's around the bottom. And that shows nothing, in my opinion.
Nothing. It shows nothing. There's nothing.
And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release.
What are the odds? What are the odds the minute
I have so much
is missing? I call bullshit. There's only one thing I can say about it. The whole thing. It's her response that makes her look foolish and amateurish and lying.
I think one of two things should happen, and we're going to show you a couple other videos of why we feel this way. But she needs she needs either resign, or two, Trump needs to fire her. I truly believe that. I think her days are numbered.
Yeah, I do too.
Think so. I think so too. I think because that is the only way that's gonna kind of I don't know, kind of make us feel a little bit better.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Why don't you show a couple
I'm going to show a couple.
This is why we all
really
feel this way.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files.
Okay, so you got that one. We got this one here.
So we have over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected and their personal information. But other than that, I think tomorrow, the personal information of victims. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released by my office.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
Yes.
Yeah. What you're going to see hopefully tomorrow is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
A lot of names.
It's pretty sick what that man did.
Well, and let's just one more here.
And then you found out just before that.
Well, sure.
Let me back this one up so you hear what
we all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours.
But you get the whole gist of everything going on there.
Yeah.
I do have one more to play about
here, you want to do
Tucker Carlson. Yeah. His sarcasm. It's you guys understand this is sarcasm being played out, and he does a good job.
Never thought that I would be offering an apology to Jeffrey Epstein. I think of all the times I've maligned that guy, all the times I'm accused him of crimes, of blackmailing people, of trafficking children to powerful figures around the world on behalf of global intel services. And then I learned yesterday from Attorney General Pam Bondi, that's totally untrue.
Yes, yeah.
The guy killed himself after 36 days in prison for no reason. He was a billionaire. He had no clients. He'd done nothing wrong other than get like naughty massages 20 years before. And the guy killed himself, another pointless death. And then his best friend, former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, doing 20 years in prison for no crime. There are no victims.
Yes, it's a victimless crime. They're obviously persecuted by the state. They're political prisoners, really. It's The Hague should come in and do an investigation, or we're watching one of the most systematic government cover-ups of all time.
That's the truth. That's listen, I've had my issues with Tucker Carlson, especially lately. But the truth of the matter is he's right. There's no crime. I don't think Maxwell's in prison. And
we talked earlier, just jokingly, is even Epstein even dead? There's some. I know there's characteristic flaws between the dead body they showed compared to him. I mean, I know different nose. They say that about Biden too. That Biden is not. He died long time ago. This is not the.
Oh no! Listen. Hillary Clinton was a body double. All this crap.
I believe there's body doubles on these. I mean, I think they use body doubles.
Decoys.
Yes.
I
Whether or not they're running the country, that's a different situation.
Well,
but
he wasn't running the country.
Well, he was never.
So again,
well,
what will come of that?
Yeah.
But
I agree. I agree. What happened here was over-promising, under-delivering. I mean, we have
a simple political error that can happen.
And honestly, that what we heard in that first video that you played was gaslighting. That was a typical gaslighting situation, taking a question to put it in a narrative that they can answer to make them look okay.
Yep.
Answer the doggone question. Why did you say it was on your desk? And now you're saying
correct.
What's the lie? Now or before?
Or before.
You're lying. She's lying at some point. Either she lied about having it on her desk, or she's lying that there was nothing in it.
She is an anchor at this point to the Trump administration, whether you like it or not.
Right.
I was questioned when they picked her. She was Attorney General of Florida, did a good job to that point, but of course she did nothing with Epstein when Epstein got caught in Florida, right? So again, here's my thought process.
Okay,
I firmly still believe, I don't believe Dan Bongino is a liar or anything against this country. That guy gave up everything. I think he's full blown on board. I think there are things that he may be expected to see that did not happen, or the evidence has been destroyed, which is fine. But then you've got Bondi out there blabbing about it the whole time. And that's the problem. You know, you promise and promise and promise on something that there are victims. There are
definitely victims.
There is evidence. They
gathered
evidence at the island, you know?
Right.
But what happened to all that?
Dan Bongino, his podcast for several years, he talked and was advocate about getting this list out. It's true.
Yes.
He was very adamant about, about the client list and all that. That it's true. He gets in and it's like hush hush.
Yeah, it's like
what happened?
What happened?
This is obviously above our pay grade. I get it, but
this is international.
I truly believe. I think the CIA is involved. I think Israel is involved. I think 100%. I think it would be the down. I mean, with the JFK,
I think even the charities, the NGOs, the Catholic charities, the Jewish family charities, I think they're all deeply involved with this, and that's too much to overcome.
Right.
Again, if they'd have come out and said, holy crap, they destroyed all the evidence. Holy mackerel, this whole thing has been, then tell us that. You don't send Bondi out there, or she herself volunteer to go out there and just plaster herself all over Fox News, lying to us each and every time.
Yeah, and we had the social influencers carrying the binders around. You all saw that picture where they're coming out, they're carrying the binders of the Epstein Files, and on the bottom, if you look at that picture, it says number 45, number 47, the presidency of transparency.
Yes.
What we got here is a neglect of transparency.
Total neglect.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi said the Epstein file client was on her desk for review.
Correct.
Months ago, February, I believe it was.
Yes.
Now the DOJ she leads claims that there's no client list.
No client list.
Unacceptable. So she was lying then, or she's lying now.
Let's leave it at that. There's no. Okay, so maybe he doesn't.
There's no client. I misspoke.
Yeah, maybe there's no. Have got a list of 500 names, right? But there were crimes committed and evidence committed, and we know about it.
Right.
We know that there are people that went to that island. There are people that he prostituted young girls to, and sex
and boys,
young girls and boys too,
right?
And just give us the names of those people. Prince Harry's,
I don't want to know the name of the victims here. I don't want to
know.
No, keep their identity secret. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either.
A couple things are going to happen here. Either they need to fix this some way, because Trump has to realize. I mean, he's not watching X and YouTube and all that. He sees the rippling effect this is having. He's got to it's not that they're not watching this stuff and what people are saying.
Correct.
Every podcaster out there, top podcasters are speaking bad about this, that it was
it was
a neglect
terrible
of transparency, and he claimed he would be transparent. He's not with this. I think a lot of the evidence was destroyed during the Biden administration. And why not just come out and say, hey, we have the file, but you know what? The Biden administration destroyed most of it. This is going to be talked about in 2040, 2050. This is not going away.
This is not going away.
This is our JFK.
Yep, correct.
And, this is not going away.
Well, listen, we don't even have answers to the Butler assassination.
Right.
We don't have, today it's announced that they're finally, maybe opening an investigation into Comey and Brennan, right? Okay. Right. Where do they go? I don't know. Where's that going to go? Is this we're opening it now because of this big fiasco we had at the cabinet meeting yesterday, which was a great cabinet meeting, by the way. There was a lot of good information. Rubio did great. There's a lot of positive things going on in this country. Sending arms to Ukraine. I don't get it. Again, it's another thing that just aggravates me. But for the most part, I'm fully on board with everything that's going on. I love the fact that they're going into LA and rounding up, illegals, absolutely. I'm all for it.
Let's not take away what Trump has already done for the
but
6
this
months.
does though, in a way.
It
could hurt him.
I don't know if that will. But I guess that time will tell. People will remember this, but do we? I mean, let me just say, if you don't vote Republican, what's the alternative?
What's the alternative? That's
we're going to put Democrats in a situation. We're going to put them back in power. Why would we do
over that? X yesterday, there were people who were like, "I'm done with this administration. I'm done with that." Wait a second.
Slow
what's your
down.
alternative?
Let
it.
Yeah,
we're all
the PO. We're all
pissed off about it.
Exactly.
We are. It was embarrassing and it was a terrible moment.
It's
Is
not
it the end of? No, it's not the end. The alternative is more open borders, more aid to illegals, less help for our vets, more, boots on the ground overseas. I don't know, whatever you want to say. The alternative is green energy and being taxed to death and small business being hurt. That can't happen.
You got to read that.
I think this is a clone daily. Wearing a t-shirt the real Dale wears hoodies. That's a good one. I have been found out.
Yeah. This is we're not
robotic
dealing with
Dale. Yeah. A lot of good comments out there. I get it. What is this? I don't know. Inner city lumps, cheap viewers on stream. I don't even know what that guy means. Mini ball. She's been interrupted. Bondi's quick to jump on Fox News and take credit for things. I doubt she had anything. I agree with that too.
Yep.
I agree with that too. I think her time's short. You don't have to leave your party. You have to demand your party leader to be honest, or just keep taking it in the derriere. You're right. You're right there, Troll. Yep. No doubt. That's true. Here, Tarna says this. Trump is handling tons of stuff. I get it, but tone is important too when we are talking about child trafficking and the people involved. Agreed. Tone is everything.
And that's a good point because. Yep. Trump could have taken that situation and
made it.
And in interrupting the way he did, he could say, "Hey, look, that's a valid question, and we will answer that, but we want to focus in on
this
on Texas right now, what's going on, and how we're handling it, and the good things we're doing, and the horrificness of it."
Yep.
That would have landed so much better.
That would have landed.
But to come in and say, I can't believe you're
asking about this guy, this creep. I understand the frustration of it. Right. But at that moment, there's got to be hey, we're looking into that. This isn't the place. If you want to talk, she'll have a meeting. Breaking ex-CEO Lindy, who just resigned. Oh, good. Well, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. What's going
X is
down?
A crap hole anyways anymore, probably because she's not part of the American party. I don't know what's going on. We'll see what happens on X. Rumble's really the place to be, people. So, and eventually here, just kind of a little show note side story. eventually here, we will be exclusively on Rumble and not be streaming to X. Yeah, because Rumble's really the best place for the format and the best place to go. And we start promoting that, and then we don't have to go to X, and we can, post it on there. We can post clips on X. We can do all sorts of things, but Rumble's really the focus, guys, and it will happen here. And then, of course, we got the best mod in the history of mods in Buckeye. So she's awesome at promoting this, and everybody who joins, and most of them do come on through Rumble.
Right.
Mainly the YouTubers are all, weirdos. So, and then, of course, we got, what is this? What am I putting
this one?
Here? Oh no! You watch the new CEO will be either Alex Soros or Klaus Schwab dry cleaning. I agree.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm telling you, bail now if you can.
Right.
It will. We will eventually be doing that. This one I want to put. I'll miss you boys, even you, Mr. Gunn. Oh, you can't get Rumble. It's free. I mean,
what?
Yeah, troll. I mean, he comments on X, which is great, but I don't know if Rumble's not available in Kazakhstan. I don't know where he's at. You can't get Rumble there. Jim, I'm sorry, Rich.
Rich, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Rich,
I'm sorry.
You see the name below in the.
I do. It is Warrior Shield Wednesday. We don't want to forget about that. So I do want to play the Warrior Shield, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we got a couple other things to get through here. I think if we can.
No, we can.
I think our opinions were spot on about, Bondi. I think we can leave it with just saying terrible situation, still 100% on Trump, on the Trump train. Bondi's got to go. That's it. Yeah. That's the summary, I think.
You got other videos though. You don't want to play any of those?
I do. Oh yeah. Well, I'll play some explanation then. So some Megyn Kelly. Yeah, I'm not done with the story, but just my opinions on it. But yeah, there are others that I do want to play. So Warrior Shield. Be right back.
The Warrior Shield Foundation is here to unite, honor, and provide support for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star family members. The foundation will enable them to find the help they need through direct assistance, or connecting them by our shared vision network. Using data-driven models, we provide solutions that make a long-lasting difference. We, along with our partners, are dedicated to bringing together like-minded groups and individuals who have committed to making a difference in the lives of our hard-working, everyday heroes. We bridge the gap by connecting warriors or their families with the assistance they deserve and require, such as service dogs, wheelchairs, counseling, scholarships, and team-building retreats, to name a few. You can help right now to make a difference for those who have helped and protected us all. Warrior Shield Foundation. Selflessly doing for those who need it most.
You're laughing at me, aren't you? For those who don't know, when we go to those things, Dale and I can see each other on the bottom of the screen on the StreamYard. So he's laughing at me because I'm singing with Ryan.
I loved it. I love it. That is
Ryan Weaver. Yeah, on the back amazing. Of that.
He will. He's going to be on our this month's Warrior Shield special at the end of the month. Yeah, Ryan's coming on.
And he's on a podcast. He's on tonight with something dad on a podcast. What's the guy's I can't think, but he's on tonight.
Is he?
I think on at 7:00 tonight.
Nice.
I'm sure you can go to him and go to his thing on Facebook. I think he posted what he'll be on, but he'll be on tonight at 7.
But don't forget, guys, Warrior Shield.
Keep saying
warriorshield.org. warriorshield.org. Please go support them. The Warrior Weekend, of course, is in September. We keep talking about it. Please go support them if you can. Keep singing, Rich. We love it. I know. That's what I'm saying. If you could do it now, you would just
no, not going to happen. No, no.
Why?
No.
You got a voice of an angel. Brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't that from Step Brothers? Isn't that what he says?
I think so.
Ferrell?
Yeah, I think so.
You are an angel.
You are an angel. There you go. RyanWeaver.net. Thank you, Buckeye. People out there are making comments about Leslie and Buckeye Leslie about how she does it and how she literally follows and mods for so many different podcasts.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, and a lot of it here on FairyCast now, because Whiskey Capitalist is on FairyCast. I mean, there's Movies America now is on it. I mean, there's a lot of people on the network, which is
Can I recruit her on mine if I ever get?
You can. What was it called again? What was the title? We just missed it.
Well, Guns Up with Rich Gunn.
Yeah, or Guns Out or something like that. Guns Out, Rich is Out.
I could already do a logo. I mean, I already got a logo in mind.
Couple 6-shooters right there.
Put Dale and Jim's face in between it.
I like it already.
No.
So that podcast, it's like a mix of Fergie and Jesus, Step Brothers.
I know. That's exactly it.
Yep, that's it. It's like
that's what he said. Yeah, I knew I had the right movie.
Yeah, it's a Fergie and Jesus.
That's like a mix between Fergie and an angel.
That's right. Hey, Buckeye, she would, of course. Anything for you.
There you go, Buckeye.
See, I'm telling you,
that's the us Ohioans.
There was. It was. He wrote it again. Guns Up with Rich Gunn. Yep, that's it.
Us Ohioans, we stick together. You Floridians,
Buckeyes are great. Buckeyes are the best people on earth.
You know. I've lived my whole life in Ohio, so
I'm
from Cleveland. I know. Sorry, but I am from Cleveland. I know a lot of people.
I mean,
careful.
I know it's terrible.
I mean, where I live now, you
become best friends. Yeah.
Who's that? What was that?
That was from Step Brothers again.
Did
we just become best friends?
I think so.
There's
so much room. There's so much room for activities.
I know. Great movie. Great movie. Absolutely great movie.
And where I live now, you have to want to come here. There's no way you get here unless you want to come here.
Well,
Ask Jim.
I don't see why you wouldn't want to go there anyways. I mean, especially to see the shop. Huh? Your shop looks amazing. I can't wait to see it. I've been to Ohio and back twice. I'm just never that side of Ohio.
Yeah, you know what? You're only an hour and a half away from us. I can't believe you haven't come and seen us.
I know, it's rude.
It's very disappointing. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
All right, getting back to the show.
All right, I want to play just real quick on the whole Epstein thing. I want to play Megyn Kelly's take on it because I don't always 100% agree with her.
I'm on the fence with her as well, but this is a pretty good one.
I do, though. I'd say 80% of the time
I'm 80%
in agreement. And again, if I'm 80% in agreement with anybody, we can get along.
Well, Dale, I'm only like 65% in agreement with you. So
and look how great.
Look how fun we have.
Look at this. So let's hear from Megyn, and we'll see what she has to say, because I agree with this.
Right.
A wonderful guy, and he's a very straight shooter. He's all heart. He's totally earnest. I don't believe Dan is lying to us. I don't. I don't know Cash as well. I don't mean to indict him at all. I'm just saying I don't know him the way I know Dan, who's been coming on the show for years. We've had many long hours and hours and hours. This is like you. I know him like I know you. Like, no one's going to convince me he would go out there and just blatantly.
She doesn't know me. But anyway.
I know you do.
Yeah. I don't believe it. So let's go down the line of he's telling the truth and Cash is.
Okay.
Again, we're checking Pam Bondi's weird statements for now. I know somebody very close to the Epstein case. I've never said who this is, but this is a very, very well-informed person. And this person from the beginning has told me that Epstein was into young girls. I don't know what he looked at online. I believe he probably did look at what now they just call child sexual assault material. We used to call it child pornography.
Yep.
I believe he was probably into that. But this person was saying in terms of what Jeffrey wanted brought to him at his mansions and his island, it was the barely legal type. And in many states, that's not unlawful. The 17-year-old sex partner for a grown man is actually not illegal.
I pause that there for a second because that is true.
In some states?
In some states. And at one point, I think Florida was one of those states.
This goes so deep. I mean, Elvis Presley married a 14-year-old. Jerry Lee Lewis married. Oh, come on. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this has been going on, but now it's just
forever. Yeah,
Go
forever. But her points are well said and well taken here. But she goes on.
Now, in some it is, and he got in trouble in Florida. So it is a possibility that was his thing when it came to actual sexual interactions. Forget what he was looking at online. Yep. And it is a thing that, he had some of those girls who weren't committing crimes with powerful men. And that while he had a very interesting black book that had names including Donald Trump's in it, that doesn't amount to a client list.
Correct.
And there aren't young girls who can point the fingers. There is Virginia Giuffre, who recently died, who was the girl pictured with Prince Andrew in those infamous Daily Mail photos that we've all seen, where she was, I think, 17 and with Prince Andrew. And this is why he got excommunicated from his family. She says the girls were being funneled out to third parties, to other men, and that she was one of them. But I'm sorry, Virginia Giuffre is a proven, God rest her, I'm sorry, liar, a proven liar.
She had.
And not only do I firmly believe she lied about Alan Dershowitz, and she admitted she might have been confused about him. A lot of stuff she said turned out to be just totally false. It's complicated because these victims, these predators choose them for a reason. They'll choose a girl like that because they know maybe she's going to have credibility problems and so on. So I'm trying not to be disrespectful to her, but there's no question that Virginia Giuffre did tell a lot of lies. And there's a lot of other people who, when Jeffrey Epstein went down, saw dollar signs in their eyeballs, because let's not forget he was very rich, and said, I know something, I want to pay out, or I was a victim and I want to pay out. And it wasn't always true. All of these are complicating factors in like the lure around him. And it is possible this guy did not want to spend the rest of his life in prison.
So it is possible that he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Right. And before we go any further, I do want to clarify, Elvis didn't marry a 14-year-old. He started dating Priscilla when she was 14. Yep. So, okay.
Correct. Yep.
She was older when they get married.
Still,
so I just want to make sure of that.
Kind of thing. Real couple comments here real quick, because Steve Paga, thank you, found it, and we'll be watching on Rumble from now on. Yep. Thank you. Share it too, so other people can. Appreciate that. There it is. Steve Paga, yay. Welcome to the Rumble team. Let me play this real quick. So Buckeye, Leslie, then the question is, what did Maxwell get convicted of? And why is she still in jail if there weren't crimes?
That's the enigma right there.
Yeah, what were hers? So that's the thing about it. That's why I don't think she's in jail, Rich.
You don't think she's in jail?
I don't.
Where do you think she's just under?
Well, I think she's protected. She's elsewhere on a witness protection or some other.
With Jeffrey?
Could be.
The thing is
he dead? Like you said, I don't know.
He's going to come out and expose all this. You know that, right?
Yeah. I know that. Yeah,
and Elvis is going to be singing in the background with Jim Morrison.
Michael Jackson's still alive, and Prince will be playing right behind him.
Listen, Jeffrey's dead. I mean,
Buckeye, I would have dated Elvis at 14 too. Just saying.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
A lot of girls would have. So you're not wrong. So
thank you very much.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so what that's I have a couple more, but I want to
we're so deep into it. We just play it, man.
All right. Well, here's ex-CIA guy talking about this case and what it could be, but it's really short, and I don't know if it tells us anything, but let's play it.
Right. The FBI director, Kash Patel, or the deputy director, Dan Bongino, I think that layer beneath them, that's part of what we like to call the deep state, has taken this bull by the horns, and they've probably destroyed information. Look at what the CIA did in 1975 after Congress.
It happened. It's actual.
It's actual. They got rid of this whole Epstein thing.
After Bondi came out and said, I got all this crap, or before?
Oh man, that's the $1 million question, right?
Yeah.
I think Biden took care of a lot of the stuff, but
agreed. I think Obama
she should have never. She should have. I don't know. if you get something handed to you, do you not look at it before you go out and publicly say, "Hey, I got this"?
You would hope.
Right.
You would hope she would.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the next attorney general before I finish this? Who do you think? That's why I wish Matt Gaetz would have been initially. I wish they would have just pounded that down their throat till they voted him in, you know.
Maybe
Judge Janine. Yeah. You know,
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I wouldn't either. I mean, of course, then the left will play it as, well, how many more other Fox News hosts are going to be in high profile positions? But hey, if they work out, they work out. You know, I don't know.
Maybe Jim could be the new
Jim.
That's he's applying right now. That's where he's at.
That's where he's at right now.
You didn't tell your audience that's what he's doing. He's in DC,
he can't spell attorney. So let alone AG. He has trouble with that. So, I love you, Jim. We'll finish this real quick.
Order that it release all of its files related to an operation called MK Ultra. The director of the CIA went back to headquarters and ordered everything to be destroyed. And in the end, only about 20% of the documents survived. We're still learning about the FBI's operations against Martin Luther King 55 years after the fact. So now we're supposed to believe that everybody's telling the truth, that there were no files, there were no dossiers. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it because I know how these people operate.
Yep.
I'm not blaming.
Oops, sorry. Good points. No. Absolutely good points.
And you know that picture of them sitting on that bench in front of the cabin style thing. There's so many other pictures of the Clintons are sitting there getting a picture. There's what's her name from England?
Oh yeah,
all of them over there. I mean, so there's so many things that are proof that the celebrities, and you know, I talked to you earlier. You're gonna watch. You just watch. You're gonna see some of these celebrities that left this country
coming back,
slowly trickle back into the United States because now they feel like. You know, we can come in this country.
We're free and clear.
We're free and clear.
So maybe it's a ploy. Maybe it's like, again, maybe
wouldn't
it's
that be the awesome? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't that be the absolute, you know,
that would be the checkmate of all chess right there.
That would be.
If it's a, we played you guys. Of course we have a list. Here it is. You're on it. You're going to jail. Oh,
that would be great if that. I would. Listen, I'll eat my words. I literally, if I do, I pray that that's the case.
I think everybody would be okay.
I think everybody be okay at that point. And again, you don't tell them your playbook. I get that. I mean, you don't want to tell them that, hey, we got all this evidence. I think that was, again, one part of the problem. Two, there probably might not be evidence. And three, if they did that, I don't know. I don't know what they thought the benefit of coming out and spewing all that crap initially was.
Right. Or is the Clintons more powerful than what we think they are?
Still,
I think they have. I think they have, and Obama's,
and Obama, and George Soros,
and his son, and George Soros' son too. So
and the monarchy in England, and I think there's a lot of I mean, it's big.
People go buy guns and ammo.
Keep
it in your house.
Yep. Drink coffee and shoot guns. That's all you got to do.
Drink. It's hard to do. Everything's backwards.
It is.
Drink coffee.
Near my screen, I think there is on yours. Maybe you don't.
Well, I mean, everything's correct. I got my. If this a flag fence, you let me. What's it say?
I like it. Let me help you leave or something.
Let me.
Let me help you pack.
Let me help you pack.
I love that. I love that.
And then it's over here. This flag, this wooden flag, your signature's on the back of that.
That's on the back. I mean, it's famous.
It's famous, along with Ryan and Greg.
The real people, let me play this real quick. This comment till death. I can understand if they're going off of what they have available to them, and if someone got rid of the evidence, then they can't produce evidence they don't have. I agree with that too.
But don't tell us they have it, and then say it.
Yeah, and then if somebody did in the meantime get rid of it, who was it? boy, we had this evidence. Somebody internally, there's a mole. We're going to find them, and we're going to publicly execute them. Whatever.
Hillary showed up at my office and as a friend, and she wanted to be friends, and then she left, and I didn't have the files anymore.
No, I didn't have the files anymore. Buckeye says this: I, as AG, would have thrown out anything they had and started my own investigation from the beginning because I wouldn't have trusted. I agree with that too. I absolutely. And my first thing would be like, I'm going to go visit Miss Maxwell in prison.
Right. Why? And that's a good question. Why haven't there been any interviews with her?
Because she's not in prison.
She's not in prison.
She's not in prison.
Living on an island, or she's dead somewhere under sea.
That's what I'm saying. Or she's living with, Mr. Epstein under the name of, Jane and John Smith somewhere. Let me get into one other thing here. I want to play. I know we don't have time for everything today, but because we've got this amazing top 5 and a big reveal from Rich too.
We do have a couple of things. We got some reveals.
Let me play this whole Chinese national foreign land thing because I think this is absolutely bizarre that it even had to come to this point. But anyways, good thing that it is. No.
We are taking this purpose and our American farmland back.
See who's in the background there, right? Miss Bondi.
Yeah, and Speaker of the House and
then Christy Nome. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much I believe this if Miss Bondi's in the back, but anyways.
American agriculture is not just about feeding our families, but about protecting our nation and standing up to foreign adversaries who are buying our farmland, stealing our research, and creating dangerous vulnerabilities in the very systems.
You might want to stop Bill Gates from buying it too.
How about that?
Just in case you don't want to know.
Right.
Yeah. Is this a thing? I mean, not a thing. Can you believe it's a thing where people are selling their properties to foreign, like farmland properties?
And what are they doing with that once they buy it?
Of course, what are they doing with that?
Military base. They're right.
Yeah, training. They're who knows? Honestly, poisoning the food system. I don't know what they're doing. The whole point is that no foreign country should own property on our soil.
Exactly.
What the hell's that? How's that even a thing?
Do you think China would let us buy property?
No.
Would you
let us operate our businesses out of there on their owned property and buildings?
Right.
But they don't. You cannot purchase property over there, and if you do, it's ridiculous what they charge you. So, anyways, that's real quick. I'll just remove it. You get the point. They're stopping it, which is great.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it was even a thing. Mm-hmm. What did Buckeye say? This is why we need to stop falling in political love with people. Trust results only. Bongino, Patel, Bondi all have failed us. Don't care who that pisses off. I agree.
Nope,
I agree.
That's true. And when Dale,
you can't idolize these people and fall in love with them, like she said.
Like,
I agree.
Sent that text to you yesterday. When did we ever come to the conclusion that Washington politicians was going to be the answer for our problems?
I think when when probably LBJ told everybody that that's how it was going to be, and then people just started falling in line.
Yeah,
it's scary. It's scary stuff. Scary stuff. Do you want to do before our top 5? You want to do this big? Listen,
is it that big?
To me, it is, and to Jim, it is. It's an honor. So it's big to us.
What do we got? 11:28.
We got time.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we got time. Rich is going to. Oh, here.
What?
One last thing, and this has to do.
Bring it in.
Sorry, this has to do with the floods. And again, the death toll keeps going up. It's tragic. More floods in North Carolina and in New Mexico. I don't know what the hell's happening. Chicago's getting inundated with rain.
Right.
And you tell me cloud seeding isn't part of it. Bull crap.
Right.
Listen to this newscast from the amount of rain that fell in Kerrville, Texas. Just listen to this. This is crazy.
This in perspective for you. In these areas in Kerr County, we've talked about the amount of rain that's fallen, right? About 12, 13 inches of radar estimated rain in places. But when we talk about this amount of water in terms of a volume, it's pretty shocking. In just a few hours, 100 billion gallons of water over this area here.
100 billion gallons.
Do you
of
understand
water.
the severity of how much that is? Let me give you just a little synopsis. The amount of water that goes over the Niagara Falls in a week is less than this.
Yep. This is more than Niagara Falls in a day for sure.
Right. Yes.
How they said it.
Yeah. Is it a day? Okay.
It's a day. It's a day.
Oh, it's right there. More than
this
Niagara
white
Falls.
fell
It's right in front of me.
100 billion gallons of water. That is more than the amount of water that flows over Niagara Falls daily. And
has anybody been to Niagara Falls?
I've been there.
Have you seen videos? It's constant water from the Niagara River, just
coming off a lake, coming off a Lake Erie that goes into the Niagara River.
Niagara River.
Drops down. And that is a lot of water.
That to me isn't only act of God worthy. Okay.
Right.
I know disaster is an act of God. I get that. Tornado. I get these things and hurricanes.
Right.
Again, how long have they been trying to manipulate the weather? I don't know. I mean, we're just finding all these things out. And if we're just finding it out, then to me, it's been happening for 40 years. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. You know, I don't know. That's an incredible amount of water. Just, in one central location.
Right.
The odds of this are astronomical to me.
And you do understand that this river in 1987 flooded and killed. I mean, there's document of newscasters. They go back to 87. The 87
I have the video, but I didn't play it. But yes,
where there were several people killed during that flood as well. The same river flooded.
River flooded.
They had
Trump was alive in 87, so it had to be
right. It was
fault.
his fault, but they had nearly 40 years to fix it, and they haven't. Why
40 years to move and not do anything?
How about move the camp?
How about move the camp? How about you just move the camp? Yeah, give that a try.
Let's not put it where tragedy could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I get tragedy could happen anywhere, but I don't know.
Yeah, the timing of those two messages. Buckeye, not returning. Niagara Falls. I don't care who calls me a tinfoil hatter. Not natural. I agree.
Yep.
Buckeye says it's very beautiful. I recommend it. If you haven't been to Niagara Falls, it is extremely beautiful. Iron Mike, thank you for joining. Not an act of God. Agreed. That is not an act of God.
That indicates that
Portland and Seattle flood. How about New York City? I agree. Why? I mean, if there's going to be floods, I vote for some of these places. Agreed. You know, yeah.
You know, and the thing,
not active.
That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water in the amount of time. That's the severity of it. That not only is it a lot of water, but the fact that it was in the amount of time.
Yes, the short amount of time.
It didn't take a week for that to happen. We're talking an hour, a couple hours, and then
that's it.
I mean, yeah. So,
Rich, can you do me a favor? Can you let's do this. Let's get some of those pictures up there that you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk about it.
Talk about it.
Well, I'm telling you, Rich came to Jim and I and said, hey, Sharon came to him.
Was it? Yeah, we were both.
Yeah, I think so. And Sharon mentioned, hey, why don't you do a 2G1C line, and put it on the website and all that. Told me and Jim, and we were like shocked and honored, honestly, because you do your thing, and then you collaborate with Ryan Weaver and Tig. You collaborate with Tig, and then to include us in that was just absolutely. We're humbled.
We're gonna be doing some stuff for WWF as well, Warrior Shield Foundation.
Sure,
we'll have stuff on our website for that. We're gonna do a red shirt for that foundation as well.
Nice.
And so we took your logo. There we go.
If you're watching,
if you're watching, there's a some half tones behind it to give the appearance of different colors, but I might tone that down a little bit. This is just a mock-up. Obviously, it's not actually on a shirt at this point.
Yeah,
but we'll be posting that, and this will be in several different colors, not just the OD green. Will be in
that's great though,
like a sand color, also heather gray and things of that nature. And then we might do something. I have another one I'm working on as well, as far as another logo. But then and for Dale. You gotta put it on a hoodie, right?
Gotta put it on a hoodie, and it looks great on a hoodie.
Yeah, so
it looks
we'll
great.
We'll have this on there as well. And now
I'll be getting shirts and hoodies.
So you guys support Dale and Jim. How about buying some of their merch and help them support them that way as well? So
we would. That would be great. When are they going to be available?
I'll end up putting these on the website either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we'll do. I don't have the screens made up as of yet, but we'll definitely get them made up. And so once they're up there, you can order them. It might take a couple days before we get those orders.
Are there going to be? Sure. You also have something. I guess we can pull that down. You got something live too to show.
Yeah. I got a couple things live.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So we also. Oh, just hit my mic. Sorry.
I always do that. Can you see that?
I'm trying to get it without the.
Oh, there it is. Kind of. Yep. 2G1C decal.
These are a decal you can put on your car. So when you take it off, you have void. So the blue is void. All you're going to get is the white, so the window
which
will
is
show
great
through.
on a tinted window, brother.
Yeah,
it look amazing.
So the only thing it will show will be what's in white.
Yep,
it's
and it'll look great.
Light, but yeah,
I cannot wait. I got the GritGear and the lock and load on the back of mine.
Right. So this one I'm going to send to Dale and Jim.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we'll get you one, and you'll have to go outside and show us your car when you put it on.
I will do that because
there you go.
I have a picture of the lock and load one, which I can. But when I put that on there, I'll take a picture and it'll have.
There you go. Yeah.
So yeah, I took pictures of them.
And Dale hasn't seen this. He did. I sent him a picture of the shirts and the decal, but we also have.
What? No way.
What do you think?
That is gorgeous, dude. 2G1C hats.
Yeah. So these are the leather patches that will be.
Yeah.
Laser engraved and put on hats for.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah,
I am stoked now.
Yeah. I know you're wearing my GritGear one, but
I'm wearing the lock. Is that lock?
No, it's I have the lock and load.
Oh yeah, I got the GritGear.
You have the GritGear one.
Yep, that's right.
But the 2G1C, there you go.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
So
thank you, man.
That will be on our website as well. And again, proceeds. Some of the proceeds goes back to Dale and Jim and their podcast. So you support them by watching. How about supporting by buying some of their merch?
That's awesome. And you can still use the coupon code TWOEYES and you still get 10% off.
10% off. Yeah. And that will be under, if you go to our website at GritGearApparel.com, you'll go to partnerships up on our feed up there, and you'll see Ryan and you'll see Tig, but then we will be adding 2 guys, 1 coup.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
And then we'll just constantly add to that merch as well. There'll be coffee cups. We'll do some laser engraved tumblers, like this.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple other things as well. So
that's awesome.
So
and just so you know, everything's made to order, right? It's not like
it's not that like the hats. I mean, the hats we carry all the hats in stock. They're blank, and then when you order it, I make the patch. And
that's awesome.
We put it on the hat and then send it out. So there's when we do the shirts, when you order shirts, we're a made to order company. Yes. If you don't know what that is, that's basically when an order comes in, everything gets put in sequence of how it comes in, and then we make, and we do watch if we're making duplicates of shirts. So we make everything at once, but that's how we do our business, because we don't want a bunch of stock laying around, and it's more costly to have on our end to have. It's cheaper for us, or more economical to have blank shirts set aside for us to print on, and then
makes more sense.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, when you order, ours is we ask for a 3 to 5 business day turnaround, and normally,
which is incredible.
That's just we do the 3 to 5 days just in case if we get really busy. But most of the cases, when you order, it's out the next day or that day, even that day. So
I don't know how you do it, but and it's amazing.
We don't sleep, and
it's just you too. Really? I mean, you don't have.
I have a battery pack.
You're a clone. You clone Rich. It's cloned. We know you're cloned now.
Yeah. And Sharon just got back from doing Windows, so now she's running the store.
Jeez, incredible. incredible. No wonder you guys say.
And
so
I'm here doing
fit,
podcasts,
young
and I
and
got
good looking. You know.
yeah, and I got shirts for Tig to get out. So
I know.
I got
we
shirts
went
for
over.
him.
Yeah, two of them. Got two styles.
Well, four.
You know the story behind that. If you don't
Yeah,
go back and listen to the
yeah.
show with Rich and Tig on it. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Hey, we better get to this top 5.
Yeah, let's do it. We're getting
Thank
close.
you so much. So here we go. Hold on. I need to change that. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's just my. For one, I just don't like that song. So
you got to come up with an AI.
Yeah, it didn't. I will come up with an AI version.
Did that make your top 5? I've never.
That did not make my top 5, but here it is, top 5, and it's Wednesday, so I guess I
go first
this time.
All right.
Top 5. Let me add this. Top 5 songs you never want to hear again. Well,
is this you?
I never want to hear again.
You never want to hear.
I never want to hear again.
We will be the judge if we don't want to hear it.
I know you do, and there might be some on here you do, but there's just ones that they just strike me as I want to basically jump off the highest building when I hear them, you know, and they may not believe them all. Like number 5 here.
All right.
Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. I know it's a classic. I even got it. It's a classic, sure, but heard so often at background parties and bar bands. That's like the karaoke version of
It's one song that everybody will play if you go to a karaoke.
I hate it. I've never been a Van Morrison fan, and I just cannot stand that song.
Wow.
And my beautiful wife has got brown eyes. It should make sense, but that's not, it's just a song I hate. I know we're running short on time, so I'm going to get through these real quick. Number 4, Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, chalkboard.
Nails on the chalkboard. I hate
right.
that freaking song. Number 3, Macarena. I know it's at every wedding and everybody knows it. I hate it. I want to just like.
I didn't even think of that one.
Ugh, it's terrible. Look at these old timers. It's like me and it's like us singing this song.
Nobody wants to hear me sing.
We do. It was proven earlier. Yeah. Number 2, Who Let the Dogs Out?
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Sorry, it was catchy once. It really was catchy once, but I can't do it anymore. And then you would think where I live, my number 1 here, would be okay. Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, I was never that style, that genre of music.
You gotta understand. Like
he died though, so
well, good. Well, I don't have to hear it live anymore from him. But it's that's every time we go out here in this area.
Buffett is pretty big up in Ohio.
Playing that stupid song.
And it's if you go over to any of the islands, you go over to,
it's terrible.
Over the islands here in Ohio, they're always playing these over there.
Now, there's plenty of honorable mentions I could have had on there. Ooh. I mean, literally a ton of them. Yeah. Those ones, though, they just strike me as horrible. I'm going to remove it. I'll leave that there so we can put yours, but I'm going to let Aiken 1 through 5. Anything by Taylor Swift. This is how we could have done it.
We could have done it like this.
We could have done it. It's honestly any song from that genre. What's Buckeyes up here? You got it? Or
I got it.
Top 5. Let It Go. Living La Vida Loca. Who Let the Dogs Out?
Who let the
that's
dogs
weird.
Out?
Baby Shark. Baby Shark would be my number 1. I was just kind of going with more like adult songs, but that song is terrible, Buckeye. It literally was going to make the list, but great list on that one. Oh,
now my list, there's going to be some controversy probably because
not.
Yeah, some. My number 5, I just
that might be a little controversial.
I don't like I've never liked the song Kiss.
It is
by
weird.
Prince.
It is weird.
Never liked it. Sorry, guys. I know there's Prince fans out there, but he's got some great stuff. But this song,
I know,
never did. Never did.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So, and then you and I.
Oh, we did. We had this.
Number 4.
Terrible.
I never liked it when it came out.
Me neither.
I couldn't get past his mullet, but
there's a backstory there. He tried to date my wife back in the day. But anyways, so then I tell my daughter, you could have been Miley Cyrus. It's true. They knew each other, but long story there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So we made that one. Then Ice Baby. Sorry.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible song.
I don't
terrible
like you do, but it's terrible.
It was terrible back in the day. It's terrible now.
It was.
I think the dance
It was
had a
never
lot
good.
to do with it when he was dancing. It just in the pants he wore, and it just sorry.
And it's the only thing he's ever like. It's
the only thing he's ever
only
done.
thing he's ever done.
And
Now
he's
he
still
builds
living
homes
on
and
that
renovates
song.
homes.
Ice,
but-
babe. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think
Number 2.
everybody will agree to this one.
No.
My Barbie.
Such a terrible.
She's my Barbie girl.
In the Barbie world. Everybody knows it.
It's nauseating.
That's a good word for
it. I mean, look at the pictures that it represents.
Oh, I know.
And this,
it's
my
terrible.
number one,
Mm-hmm.
my number one I put up because I hate it. Always have. And anytime it's on, I change the channel.
Yeah.
It's Escape, the Pina Colada song. Oh God, do I hate that
It's like
song.
Margaritaville to me then.
Oh, it's so bad. It's basically two people wanting to cheat on each other that find
Correct.
out that they have everything in common.
Yeah.
They meet up in a bar. The song is stupid. The part of it, I'm sorry, I know there's people who love it because it gets played all the time.
Well, all these do get played.
But
they're terrible.
But I'm going to tell you, it is by far one of my worst songs that I've hated it.
Yeah.
From day one.
Yeah.
And I hate it to this day.
I hate it too. What's this from Till Death? My dad's old friend used to date Vanilla Ice. He said he was odd AF. Good old Robbie Van Winkle.
Yeah.
Robbie Van Winkle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Don't call
God,
him
that is
that.
funny. Used to date. Wow. Is that weird? So a friend of theirs used to date Vanilla Ice.
And then your wife
was
knew
hit on
him.
by Billy Ray Cyrus. And
No.
yeah. Oh, totally. Like
Hit on?
Literally asked her out, was hit on her at a
is this
bar. He was when he first started off.
Is
in
this
Kentucky.
before
She lived in
Miley
West Virginia,
Cyrus?
but it was right across there, huh?
This is
this
before
way
Miley?
back. Oh, this is
So
before.
before.
He
So
was
your
anything.
wife
He was
could
still
have-
playing
yeah.
bars, you know.
Yeah.
This is before he became, that guy.
And she chose you over
That's
Billy
what I
Ray.
said. That's what I told my daughter's
on.
like, I could have been like
Miley
Miley Cyrus, like, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you could have been, honey, but
Yeah, but
instead,
sorry,
instead you-
this is the path your mom went down.
instead you got Dale Poor. What are you gonna get? Go out and make your own, kid.
Yeah.
Stop going, kiddo.
That's the old school.
That's the
way.
old school. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love this. This is a good one. So Buckeye came up Monday's top 5.
Okay.
All right. So Jim, if you listen back,
won't
or
be here.
hit us up. I know, but you can still contribute though. You know, I mean, it's
Monday's top
whatever.
5.
You can hop on
favorite.
whenever you want. I mean,
No.
this is not a
No.
This is not an invite only. It's like coming to my house.
an
Like I would
invite
never
only.
invite you over. You just come over. That's how this works now.
Yeah.
So if you want to hop on, you say I'm hopping on. It's okay, come on.
Well,
Monday's
well,
top 5 favorite dog breeds. Changing it up a bit. That is awesome.
How about
that is awesome.
How about
no
worst cat breeds?
Well, that's
all the above.
No, poor cat people out there.
I no longer like Rich.
No, that's right.
Done.
No, I get it. We're not cat people either, but we're animal people for sure. But animal, like
dog breeds,
protecting animal people. But I love that top 5 dog breeds. I
So
know
does
what
it
my
have to
number
be?
one will be because it's
Does it have to be a certain weight to be classified as
No,
a dog?
it can't
I mean, it can't be a Chihuahua. That's a Chihuahua. Is a Chihuahua a dog or a rat?
Wait a second. I got a Pomeranian, man. Like it's
yeah,
my
those
favorite
yapper
dog breed.
dogs. That's a yapper dog.
He's awesome. What is this saying? How did neither of you put Sweet
Caroline?
Did. That was an honorable mention. I'll take the Prince song over Neil Cubic Zirconia. He's killing me. I can't wait. I love it.
Sweet.
Yeah. I do hate. Oh, here's true. I mean, we could have done Christmas songs too. I hate Santa Baby.
Santa
Makes me nauseous.
Anyways.
No,
Yeah.
any dog.
Any
Rich,
dog.
that
I
was-
know.
That was emphatic in capitals.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't put an exclamation point on the bottom of
I'm
that.
surprised
Any
she
dog.
Yeah. Sweet Caroline is terrible. I agree. And to be honest with you, total Leonard Skinner fan. if I hear Sweet Home Alabama once more, I'm going to literally just
No, I'm not changing it. Sorry. It's not changing it.
Yeah, I'm changing it for Sweet Home Alabama. I'm going up to a clock tower and I'm starting
the guitar. I still play it on the guitar to this day.
Oh my Lord. When will you come on and play the guitar for us?
Tomorrow.
Will that ever happen?
It will. Tomorrow.
Good.
Are you guys on tomorrow?
No, we're not on tomorrow. Oh, geez, that was my guitar day, right? You're going to say
you can't. If we can't do it tomorrow, I can't do it.
I can't ever do it.
It's just not going to happen. Dale, you got to get on the program here, man.
I know.
Jeez,
no, but maybe...
there. Oh, look at
what?
Look at this.
Jeez, multiple. Leslie's the best. That's everything. What does it say? Girl. Anything that bounces when it barks is not a dog. Wait a second.
Wow. That would be your Pomeranian.
He bounces a little, but I mean more.
No, he bounces.
Oh, I'm gonna have some videos of him come Monday. Then I'm gonna show that. I may do the whole show as my dog.
And golden retrievers, and that's what you need to be on your list.
Wait, so what does it say? Okay, so wait, you make sweet merch and you're a musician. Rich, we need to talk. Till Death podcast. Yeah, I mean, he's maybe you can do a cameo.
I have a plethora.
The hero in me stuff.
No, I have a plethora of useless information and a plethora of useless ability.
He's almost a musician. He's
almost made 6 foot. I almost made a podcast. I almost, the list goes on. Yeah, I stand next to Jim, not you.
Rich Gunn's autobiography, almost.
You're too tall. You're taller than
soon
me.
to Amazon.
I don't stand. Or I stand next to Jim or Ryan.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Then you tower over them.
I look tall.
You look tall. You look very good.
My 5'10" and a half frame.
I'm gonna get a picture in September of you and then Jim and Ryan on either side. We'll put it up there.
I'll look like you with me and Jim.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Folks, listen.
Yeah.
Right after this show,
are we done?
We are. I think this is
having too much fun.
We are having too much fun. I could go on for hours and hours.
Yeah.
I think people know that. They probably are like, thank God you're kind of limited to time now.
You guys are just dragging on. Dear God.
Buckeye, Tarna, Till Death, Whiskey, Fury Cast, Crash, all of them, Mini Ball. Duck was on there early. Right. I mean, Troll, thank you all for joining in. I think even To The Point, Mike from To The Point was on earlier. Sorry we didn't get to his comments.
I want to say to you and Jim, thank you again.
No. Thanks.
Allowing me to come on, and Jim taking your seat, not physically, but this area, this side of the screen. I appreciate it.
You do an amazing job.
I just
thank you.
It's just it's fun for me to sit here and I think we all agree that we're pretty much on point with everything as far as what's going on in the world.
I'd say there'd be no other opinion better than ours.
So but I want to just again say thank you to you and Jim for allowing me to sit. It's a privilege and total respect to you guys.
Thank you very much.
And all the
check out my metal band if you want. https solo.to/hero in me. So if you don't, the hero in me. So with
I read that differently, but okay.
I know heroin. I looked at it like
what?
What?
Then you caught it. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I had to slow down. So put that up. So is that season? LOL. Who am I putting up? Great show, guys. Troll. I don't know what I said. Troll better get his.
What are we doing?
Rumble sometime. True. Let's see. Get strung out on Hero and Me. That's right. That's a good one. Folks. We will be back Monday live. 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Please like, follow, and share. Please share the Rumble channel. Please share Furycast USA's Rumble channel too, because eventually that's all going to be one big happy family.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Stay tuned for Rich's new podcast coming up.
Oh God.
Crash and Kitty next.
I want to follow you. want to follow you or be on before you. There you go.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll just, you know how Tucker and Hannity used to just run together?
Just kind of just like, hey, turn it over, and then they talk for a little bit and then move on. That'd be a kind of cool idea.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be on after us because Crash and Kitty got their X
I know.
live show.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be before. It'd have to be. Yeah, you can do earlier. That'd be great.
Is anybody up that early?
Yes, of course. It's the morning rush. It's the morning zoo with Rich Gunn. That's what it'll be. So,
Guns up with Rich Gunn.
Guns up with Rich Gunn. Folks,
Wow.
we're out
All
of time
guys.
today. Have a great weekend. Thank you all again for your support. Please like, follow, and share. And we will see you Monday. Rich, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Missy Jim, we'll see him on Monday. You have a great weekend. Talk soon.
Safe travels.
Go get that merch, 2G1C merch, GritGearApparel.com. Talk soon.
Yes, indeed. All right, later.
Bye.
Truth was spoken, the mask is gone. 2 guys, 1 coupe, the mission is clear. Breaking the silence, year after year. With steel and soul, we took a stand. Fury cast power across the land. 2G1C, the fire won't fade. We're forged in truth and never afraid. Thank you for watching, for taking the ride. You stood with us on the freedom side. Through lies and fear, we lit the spark. Now we leave our mark in the dark. We'll be back with thunder and flame. No sellouts here, we play no game. Truth still lives, it lives in you. Carry the torch for 2G1C2. So raise your voice, let the silence break. With every word, the tyrant shake. This was more than just a show. It's the spirit that refuses to go. Thank you for watching, for taking the ride. You stood with us on the freedom side. Through lies and fear, we lit the spark. Now we leave our mark in the dark. We'll be back with thunder and flame. No sellouts here, we play no game. Truth still lives, it lives in you. Carry the torch for 2G1C2.
Furycast Network.
Where the bold remain. We're right again through wind and flame. Until next time, stay sharp, stay true. We'll see you soon. From 2 guys, 1 coup.